Hi everybody, welcome to or back to the channel. Today we are talking about a newer murder mystery. It is called Until Midnight by Luanne Rice. She has quite a number of bestsellers that were listed at the beginning here. I thought, holy cow, this was my first introduction to her, but she's got all kinds of options for you if you're looking for something to read. So this is a kind of classic whodunit clue situation. So the premise of the book is you are at the wedding of Kate and Conor. They are at this kind of exclusive on top of a hill resort in Rhode Island. It is their wedding weekend. And the book reads a little bit like a Dateline mystery because it has date and time stamps of like, you know, it's the day before the wedding and it's at 8 o'clock and it's at 8:30 and, you know, whatnot, where, you know, you're kind of building up knowing that something's about to happen here because we're getting closer and closer to the time of the wedding and what is going to go down. So you're at the rehearsal dinner for Kate and Conor's wedding, and we have the wedding crashers of all wedding crashers who comes in. Belinda appears. Belinda is an ex of Conor's, and all of a sudden she's got pictures and video and this and that, and like, oh yeah, you know, Conor really loved me. Oh, and by the way, we have a secret love child, in case you didn't know, and has the picture of this baby who has Conor's eyes to just seem to kind of further confirm like, oh yeah, she actually might not be lying here. Kate knew nothing about this, so she goes running off. Conor's trying to find her, like, let me explain, you know, details you want to know before you marry someone. And then what happens? Belinda ends up dead in Kate's wedding dress. That's one way to crash a wedding. So now it becomes a whodunit. As I said, it's the clue mystery of the wedding guests because everyone is trapped up on this hill for the wedding. So it was someone who was a guest at the wedding who committed this crime. So now you're going through the wedding guests and everyone's under suspicion. Now Conor himself is a crime scene investigator. So number one, he's the ex-boyfriend. So he's the first one that they're looking towards. But number two, everybody's going, well, if there was anybody that was going to be able to get away with it, it's going to be the crime scene investigator who knows how to get away with it. So everyone is suspicious of everyone else. And meanwhile, in the chapters, all of a sudden you get these very creepy girl number one, girl number two, girl number three chapters that are in the mix of like, what the heck is happening and who is being brainwashed and tortured. And like, this is getting creepier by the minute. And now, you know, if we have a murderer on the loose, who else is in danger here? And are they after Conor? Are they after Kate? Or did Kate do it because she was mad at Conor? You know, all of these things that go along the way. And they're just trying to have a wedding over here. So I don't think that there are any huge takeaways from this other than maybe, you know, how well do you know the people in your life and how well do you know the people before you get married? And sometimes exes that just don't ever go away, right? It's like the worst case scenario ex, but you know, it's just kind of if you're into a murder mystery, it was a quick read. I would love to hear who you thought, who done it in the mix when you were reading along. I've talked about this with murder mysteries before. I always like to break it up into thirds where at the beginning I have my suspect and then in the middle and then at the end, who do I think was really responsible for it. In this case, I think it brought to light multiple secrets, but also things that needed to be broken up in the mix. It wasn't just about Kate and Conor and Belinda and, you know, that triangle that was happening there. So there are many things that needed to come to light. So who do you think done it in the mix? Until Midnight. Let me know what you thought if you give it a try.